Welcome, welcome, welcome to the DREAMiV podcast, where we dream in a variety of ways. I am Josiah, Joxcya, and I'm so happy to be speaking to you today, to be all up in your ear. You know what I'm saying? We connected right now. We together. And so I am grateful to have the opportunity to speak. I'm sitting in a chair and my body feels pretty good. So shout out to that. And also shout out to the gift shop. It is the new context and direction that I'm heading in terms of creating content, and specifically on patreon.com/Josiah, you'll start to find some tools and different treats and things that I'm going to be adding there, where it's essentially a place to learn to start loving yourself better, as I'm learning how to do that through some reflection, some introspection, and whatnot. Also, a place where we can just have some fun, and that'll come. But in addition to that, it is a space for creative expression as well. And my ultimate goal is to really have a life where it's aligned in terms of living the life of your dreams and living that life from an authentic place and not based on surface level things or expectations that come from the outside. So if you are interested, definitely check that out, especially if you're interested in reflecting further in terms of questions and things that are going to be tied from this particular podcast episode. Definitely check it out. I've been thinking about relationships, right? Who don't like thinking about relationships? Thinking about love. And thinking about how I have gone about pursuing certain people, certain things that I've wanted in certain people, and why. I think in the past it's been common for me to list things like, oh, I want somebody who's funny because I want them to make me laugh, or I want someone who can cook because I like food, that's nice, or I want them to at least have a decent job, nice job, that sort of thing. And in and of themselves, those things sound fine, or at least I thought that they did. But these days, as I thought about it and even thought about the word choice, quote unquote, make me feel, it started to raise some flags for me, because it's like, that might be a little toxic, because if I were to lean into a relationship with that mindset, then that person is now expected of me, even just subconsciously, to quote unquote make me feel a certain way. And if their behavior changes or circumstances change, then there's a problem. And that would just flag to me that maybe I pursued them from a place of insecurity, or from a place where I just wasn't as whole, wasn't as embodied before. And so I've wondered, just the main question, am I pursuing people that are essentially a copycat, like a copy of who I hope to be or who I actually am, but I'm just insecure about it, and I'm pursuing that in somebody else or even in something else? And if so, why? Is it because of insecurity, or is it because of something I feel like I'm just missing in my life? So for example, I want somebody who's funny, so they can make me laugh. Am I not laughing in my life these days? Is laughter missing? Can I laugh without having that person? Or I want someone who can cook. Can I cook? Can I learn to cook? Can I gain more skills in my life that I would be hoping to find in someone else? I want somebody with a decent job, a good job. Am I secure in my own job, like that I have now? Am I secure in my sense of success and self, or am I seeking that through somebody else? Those are important things to ask, at least to me, because if I am those things, then I wonder if that person I was interested in is as interesting as they were before. Because if I'm already funny, I'm already popping, I'm already secure in my job, whatever it is, whether it's working at McDonald's or you working at a Fortune 500. It's a 500 or 400. It's somebody's fortune. And so whether you have corporate or a different type of job, whether you are a comedian or you're just conversationally funny, whatever it might be, if your sense of security is there, you're secure in who you are, would you be as attracted to the person that you were before, when you were saying, oh, I want someone who is this so they can make me feel that way? That was the sort of thing I was asking myself. And so lastly, I wanted to point out how when I am secure in myself, I think I'm able to have healthier relationships that are more collaborative versus consumptive. Just quick definition, Google said collaboration is the action of working with someone to produce or create something. Consumption is the using up of a resource. So I don't want to have a relationship where I'm using them up as a resource for me to feel secure. And instead, I want to be able to create something new with them. And ultimately, I want to be able to see them for who they actually are. Because before, I was pinpointing characteristics, seeing what they had, and kind of just zooming in on that. And it was from a place of consumption. Like, okay, I want to get this from them so I can feel good. But if I no longer have that approach, I can actually just see what they actually have to offer, like who they actually are. And to keep it 100, there's some people in the past where it's like, well, shoot, had I just been honest with myself and saw you for who you were, wouldn't have been as into you, you know? And then there's other people that I passed up. It's like, well, shoot, had I been able to see you for who you are, I wouldn't have been tripping, because the things that I wanted from you were really things that I could have had within myself, or that I did have within myself, and I didn't need to pursue you based on me trying to get something. So hopefully that was able to jog your mind a bit, get you to thinking a little bit about whether it's relationships or any other decision making that you have in your life. Again, jobs, or even just places that you want to live or travel, or a vacation style. You know, we can always be a little introspective and consider, why do I want this thing, and what is that doing for me? Is this healthy or not? And I know I generalized some things, made it pretty simple, but again, hopefully it just jogs your mind so you can go a little further, go a little deeper. But that's this week's episode. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you were able to pull something out of it, and I will talk to you guys later. And again, if you're interested in going further, use patreon.com/Josiah as a resource, and check out the gift shop, join the gift shop, and I will be with y'all later. That's it. Bye.